your mind and now we blowing dirty Sprite. Pour it in my cup and then I'm nodding no. I get to this money, count these
Gentlemen, I see you guys, everybody. I just made it 2 million views. That is a hell of a feat. Let me see who we have in here. Hey, it feels good to be back on here. Watch Nicholas, I see you. Watch Nicholas. Have a good stream, he says over here. If you haven't followed Watch Nicholas, go follow him. I do have Rizzle D. Rizzle that, I see you, Rizzle D. We do have a couple other people here. If you can, do me the favor. Hit the like button for the stream. It helps out a bunch. And as you all know, hey, very, very fucking insane. I cannot believe that I made it to 2 million views on YouTube. Hello, everybody. I see you guys. Hit the like button. It does help out a bunch. Let me see who else we have here. A2Z. I see you, A2Z. You know what? Let me take a. Man, we made it, most of us. For all of you that don't know, it's about almost a year since I've been posting up videos on YouTube. So this to me, it's a big thing. 2 million views. Holy shit, we made it. 2 million views. Ain't easy. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for being here. Also, I see you over there. I see you. Let me start off the show very mild. Let me calm down. It's gonna be a good show today. For all of you wondering what kind of show I'm gonna have today, well, I have a couple things lined up for each and every one of you. A good thing for all of you that enjoy Elon Musk. Also, for all the USA athletes out there, I see you guys and everybody. That's all the Americans out here. You're going to enjoy today's show. I actually have a topic today, but you know what? The main topic for the beginning of the show is straight up, man. It's straight up. Made it to 2 million views, and it feels like just yesterday that I started doing videos on YouTube. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all really enjoy this stream. Let me start with this. Welcome to the Whiskey Reaper channel, the one and only. I can tell you that I've been changing up different schedule, different time slots out here. So I think many of you don't have an idea of when I go live. Yesterday I was going to go live, but I got really caught up. So I'm going to try to go live every day. I did tell you guys 2 days ago, but yesterday, you know what? There was a certain color that I wanted onto my screen, and it was raining yesterday, so I had other things that I had to do too. But anyways, that is not the point of this stream. The point of this stream is that I officially made to 2 million views. It is not easy to get to 2 million views in maybe less than a year. I started posting up whiskey content for everybody around the globe. By the way, I see you, Tater Don. I see you. Yeah, I've been posting up very much whiskey content for a lot of people. Let me see if I put this over here. Let me put what I'm wearing today up. You know what, starting off the show, I know many of you want me to talk about whiskeys. I talk about everything in this show. Every stream that I do, I talk about different stuff. As a matter of fact, I wanted to let you guys know, it's been a little bit cold out here. I've been enjoying my Zohara fragrance. This over here is Signature Royale, and I've been wearing that throughout the mornings. And at night, I've been switching up and I've been putting my Zaharoff Signature Royale X. Very amazing. For all of you that are into fragrances, I really do recommend any of you to try to get yourself a fragrance from Zaharoff. They have an amazing, amazing line, and you can go see it on Zaharoff.com. But let me go back to it, okay? Let me go straight into it. 2 million views. It is really, I don't think it's easy to get to 2 million views. You really have to do everything throughout the week, every day, every week, literally for the whole year. I haven't been at the 1 year mark that I have done live streams. I think for the 1 year mark, it should be around April that I start adding, I believe I start adding videos to my channel. And you all know, it's a whiskey channel, so I do show you guys all whiskey, bourbon whiskey, Scotch whiskey, everything. By the way, Tater Don, I see you. Gotta let you guys know, if you haven't hit the like button, it does help me out a lot. I will tell you, please, if you can, do me the favor, hit the like button. It helps out a bunch. But ladies and gentlemen, look, today's gonna be a fun stream. You guys think there's gonna be no topic? No, there's a topic today, and you're gonna see the topic just as you saw the thumbnail. If you saw the thumbnail of today, you saw Michael Jordan, you saw a couple other athletes out there, and all in all, we're gonna be talking about that today in this stream. Before anything, I will say I will be talking about Elon Musk too on this stream. And as you all know, I do switch up my whiskeys. If I have some whiskeys here that I put out for you, it is literally for you guys to go check out whenever you see it at the stores. Blacken, an amazing, amazing whiskey. I can tell you that the Blacken that I recommend, if it's a cheaper one, would be the one that's cask strength. This one's beautiful, very nice. You can have it on the rocks, you can have it neat, and you can have it however you want, but I don't tell you to put too much rocks on this. You can do it with a cocktail, and then you have the other Blacken over here, as you don't see it too much. But this one over here, very nice. Anybody into poor wine finished products, this is very beautiful. I can tell you that I can only have so much of that because it's so sweet, it's so nice, and it's so rich. And I think I could have only max 2 glasses. And I have to be honest with each and every one of you, 2 glasses, but it's the most beautiful 2 glasses I can tell you for anybody that's into wine finished whiskey. Very beautiful. And I can tell you also the 2 that I have over here, the Scotch. We have 2 over here. We have one that's 15 year and a 10 year. I've still been drinking that one. I haven't let up on any other Scotch. I've been drinking these. All my other ones I've just had aside. This is what I tend to do with Scotches. This is what I tend to do with bourbon whiskey. Sometimes I just stay on the record and I just stay drinking a certain whiskey. As you see, the Stag Junior there, I was drinking this one, I think a couple days ago, but I've been getting into wine. So this one over here is Stag Junior. Do recommend many of you. If you have one of these, do not drop any ice in any of your Stag Junior. Make sure to drop drops of water. And I can tell you also, for all the people watching and rewatching this stream, I have to tell you, there's no time slot that I have officially taken right now. Before, many of you have been seeing through 30 people watching. Sometimes 40, sometimes, a good amount of people. Well, I don't have a time slot official right now. I'm trying to figure out the perfect timing because the sun is killing me, ladies and gentlemen. Now the sun is, I think, at 5:30 or around 6. So it's been like this for the last, when the time has changed, it's really been like this. Let me take a puff out of this. Okay. So, yeah, it does help out when you hit the thumbs up. So here we go. We're going to go straight into the show. I'm going to show you guys a little bit of what's going to happen here. So there's a lot of things that I've been wanting to say on the stream. As a matter of fact, there's been a lot of things, but I can only hold back certain topics for certain days, the days that are very much needed. And I can also say that let me just make sure that you all know we're gonna go into this transition, so give me some time. Okay, here we go with the transition, ladies and gentlemen. For all of you wondering, yes, this is the topic. This is the topic on the show. And as you all know, I try to bring you good entertainment. There's something that I had to bring up to light. I saw something recently, and I started noticing, I go, fuck sakes, this makes complete sense. I had to tell my people, I had to tell everybody. I want to see if anybody really tunes into what I have to say. Also, the first thing I'm going to tell you guys about this stream, you saw athletes on the thumbnail. There's a reason why I put athletes on the thumbnail, because at the end of the day, there's a lot of athletes today, right now, that are getting paid way too much money. I think for the value that some of these athletes are getting paid, I don't think they should be getting paid so much just because there is inflation. I don't think some of them should be getting paid the certain amount they are. It's just ridiculous, and also it devalues them. If you don't understand what I mean by devalues them mentally, I have to tell you, when it comes to like maybe a competitor, somebody that's trying to get a certain goal. There's certain athletes out there, competitors, especially, I could say sometimes it's happened to me before, that you get close to your goal, and as soon as you're right there in your goal and you finally get it, it's just, that's it. You achieve what you want to do, and I think that's kind of, it kind of goes with a lot of USA, American athletes. I think this happens to them when they get a certain paycheck, $400 million, $300 million, even some of them that are not used to getting money, they get $150 million, and that to them is already, that's it. You achieved everything you needed. And maybe they don't play the same. And we're going to be talking about that today. I think this happens to everybody. As a matter of fact, we're all human, right? I can say that when it comes to, I'm going to give you a good, little analogy. When it comes to my dog, if he gets the reward, he doesn't, that's it. He gets the reward and that's it. It's over. He doesn't want to even bother, listening, doing these things, like tricks, stuff like that. Right when he gets a reward, that's it. It's over. Unless you have another reward to give my dog, he's probably not gonna, okay, that's not my dog. Okay, that is not my dog. Whoever wants a free dog, you're welcome to. You know what? I don't even. I shouldn't joke around. Somebody messaged me. I think it was yesterday. They go, "Hey, you're giving away the dog. Can I see it?" For God's sakes, it's a joke. I don't even know the dog. I have never seen it. I think it's 15, probably 20 yards away. Just the phone, this mic really can get everything. So to start off this show, I want to tell you guys, yes, you do see a chart of top 10 highest paid athletes, but that's all we're going to be talking about today. Okay, today, right now, for the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be talking about the one and only Elon Musk. Now, can I tell you guys that there's a lot of things very suspicious in the last year or so that I have noticed, and I said, Jesus Lord, Elon Musk, the man's a genius. The man makes money. He makes way too much money than anybody even knows. Some of the things that he does, very, very spontaneous and to the T. Some of the things that Elon Musk does are just ridiculously, like, I don't think many of us would do it. Some of the things that he has the risk to do, some of the things that he says on Twitter, some of the things that he just completely puts his all his money into, just like some cryptocurrencies. But you know what? I have wondered all the time. This guy can't be this smart. There can't be anybody this smart. Yeah, there is people out here that like Albert Einstein. He was gifted, very much gifted. He went to school and he did a lot of things. Now I can tell you, Elon Musk, I don't know where he got all his info from, but I do know that there was a certain point in time that he said, look, it don't matter how smart or what kind of level you are in intelligence. You can go to Google, and Elon Musk said you could go to Google and learn anything. You can literally learn anything. If you want to learn English, you can learn that in a year just by going to Google and learning by yourself. And for him to say that, it's pretty true. You can learn a lot of things online. But the man is building goddamn rocket ships, for God's sakes. Rocket ships. He's doing a lot of things that many of us wouldn't even want to do, because at the end of the day, you're risking a lot. And you have to really, be able to talk to an engineer and tell him, this and that. I don't even know what they speak about, but I can tell you, what I saw recently, I think it was last week, I think it was the week before, maybe a couple weeks ago. I just see here, this may be a little bit strange. For the people that are going to rewatch this tomorrow in the morning for Friday lunchtime, for all of you working, I see you guys, but it's very, very strange for the people working. If you had a boss, just like Elon Musk, and he told you, look, these are the houses that I'm building. These are all for you guys. Since most of you guys are going to be rewatching this tomorrow, for the people that are going to be listening to this, would you officially be working for Elon Musk if he bought you a house and he had a neighborhood for all of you guys? Would you be living in that neighborhood? Would you be having this house that was probably given to you just because, Elon Musk has the power to do this? So if you don't know the picture that you're seeing right there, Elon Musk is he is building a community for his employees. And, everybody's going to be able to own any of these houses in this neighborhood. To me, it's kind of weird, because I have really never thought of a owner of somebody that would go out of their way to build a whole community for their own employees. What would happen if you just quit all of a sudden? If you quit all of a sudden, at this point, you quit. What happens in the house? What happens to the house? Yes, maybe it could be, could be rented off. I don't know what they're going to do. But the point of the matter is that imagine, for a fact that you have this house, you own this house because of your employer, and you have to follow guidelines, rules at work. I think everybody follows rules at work, but it gets to the point that it gets a little bit too intense. What if your manager, your boss, doesn't like your performance for that year? Are you going to stress out? Are you going to stress out more than before if you had a different job that didn't have, that you didn't have a house that's owned by a certain company that you're working for? I think it's a lot of pressure to know this, you can have a job right now, you can quit and you can go anywhere else. If you have a house or you have a home, you go anywhere else and you can go to any other hospital, whatever you want, and you'll still own your home. But in this community there, Elon Musk wants to start a community just for his employees. I don't know, man. That's a little bit out there. What do you think, guys? I think that's a little bit way too out there. I think it's beyond what I would think of that would be nice. When people are too nice like that, it's very, very suspicious. Just too suspicious. It's just way too suspicious. Now, I can tell you he has done very amazing stuff for his company, for other people, for many stockholders, the people that own Tesla. He has done a lot for them. I think many people have made a lot of money, especially owning, the Tesla stock. The company has performed very well. This man has done many things right now with AI systems. He has done a lot of things that anybody in their right mind would never try to do. And yes, he has a lot of engineers working for him, yes. But he's the reason why some of these things are happening. And, come to think of it, can this officially be, in a couple more years, the time that we all finally figure out that, maybe, just maybe, Elon Musk is a fucking alien. Maybe this man is a complete alien and we don't even know it. I mean, at the end of the day, yes, we're all human, but is there any way that this can actually be possible? I think many people wouldn't know. I mean, even if he told me if this guy was an alien, I probably would not believe it. But you see what I mean? These are some things that doesn't make sense. On Twitter, he would post up some things. And, for the normal human being like me, and I own, say, billion, I was a billionaire, I don't think I would be posting some of the things on Twitter. And to me, if you're like, somebody that's very much cautious, I think most average people that own businesses, most average people that own certain restaurants, certain corporations, whatever it is, you're working at a certain place. These are tweets that you just don't do. It doesn't make sense. Is it possible that Elon Musk isn't completely human and he's trying to figure out how he can try to reach out to people and see what kind of effects he has on people? I think it's always been the case with Elon Musk. But at the end of the day, are we all gonna be experiencing the time when I'm gonna have to click the thing that says, you gotta click all the aliens, and then Elon Musk is gonna be there? Is this gonna be a time in the future in 2040 or 2035 that I'm officially gonna have to click Elon Musk as being an alien? I have no idea, but I can tell you that it's getting to the point that I think anything is possible nowadays. I think if you all haven't seen, we had one of our drones getting hit down, the Reaper, the MQ-9 drone, the Reaper drone. It got hit down by a Russian plane, and they collided apparently. A lot of things are very possible nowadays. Is it possible that I'm eventually going to have to try to log into YouTube in the future, and we're all going to be okay with everybody knowing that Elon Musk is half alien, or maybe, a lot of celebrities are half alien? I don't know, but if it ever gets to the point, is it gonna be okay? Are we all gonna really adapt to this life in the future? I don't know. It could be maybe 2050. It could be 2045. Something could happen to Elon Musk in the next couple years, and officially this would be the face that we'll see forever. We'll never see him any older than he already is. Maybe that's just what it is. Maybe in the future there's going to be an app that's going to try to verify me, and I'm going to have to click all the alien emojis, and Elon Musk would be one of them. But you know what? This is just a topic that I wanted to start off with, because at the end of the day, look, hey, this is goddamn Tom Brady. Can Tom Brady be an alien, for God's sakes? I don't know, but let's go. Let's switch up the subject over here. For all of you people that have been watching the USA, Team USA over there playing baseball in the most beautiful, I think this tournament is very nice. The Classic is very, very good tournament. I can tell you right now, it's just making me see that, you know what, there is something about Americans. That some of these Americans, I don't know if they should be being paid the way they are. Let me take a puff out of this. I was able to reload all my my lighters. So big shout outs to one of my subscribers. Thank you so much. I did finally fill this up. I think it's to the max already. It's to the max. And I can use it every day. I could use all my lighters now that I was able to get, some of the gas that I need for these items. It's just awesome to have. Always handy, especially when there's wind out here. But look, we're going to start off with this now. This is finally, we're getting into the main subject. So the main subject of today is, are American athletes getting paid too much money for what they're doing? I think many of you understand that when it comes to America, most of us are very much, we have a lot of, we have a lot of things in our line of sight. We have luxury items that we can have all the time. We're blessed, and most of us American, we're blessed to have, grocery stores that have every product we can actually try to buy from around the world. Whatever fruit, whatever meat, whatever sauce you want in the grocery stores. I think that there's a lot of people out here that, if you enjoy being an American or Canadian, just like a couple people here. Hello, shout outs to Daneem and Ter Don. Hello. So look, I can tell you that, look, these are USA athletes. I think many of these athletes aren't playing the same they used to play a lot better. I think there was a time. I always have to go back to the 90s, but this is I always have to do this. If I go back to the 90s, there's a reason why. Okay, back in the 90s, they wouldn't be getting paid $300 million. Okay, in the 90s, most of the athletes, the only way that they could make the money that they wanted to make was to get sponsorships from big companies like certain like Adidas, some other companies. They would sign contracts to a lot of different bigger companies, and that's how they would mainly make a lot of their money. For all of you that don't know Michael Jordan in the thumbnail, Michael Jordan's amazing. The best, my favorite athlete in the world ever to hit the damn field, the damn basketball court. I can tell you, there's no athlete better than Michael Jordan that I have seen in my life. Michael Jordan, when I saw him playing basketball every day, it was insane. I couldn't believe the effect he would have on his teammates. Michael Jordan would just put so much into the court, and off the court, he would just be a bad boy. He would be awesome. He would be very much of a humble man, and sometimes he wouldn't be humble. And what I mean humble is like sometimes he would spend so much money, and I think many of you, you all are starting to see more sports that aren't really to the performance that we want to see. I think many of us have officially got comfortable with seeing certain sports teams not performing as they should be. I think many of us, I think all of us have gone through baseball. The Yankees, the dynasty Yankees, they were just fucking amazing. And then you'll probably never see that again. Many of us went through seeing the Miami Marlins. If any of you didn't see the Miami Marlins finally win, back, I think it was 1990. I think it was 1998 or something. It was an amazing World Series. It could have been 1997 or 1996. Don't officially remember what year, but I can tell you there's a lot of things in baseball and any sport in general that I think if you pay an athlete too much money, I think they're not going to perform like they should. And this is just an example because when I was watching these guys play baseball, I think it was yesterday and the day before, I think there was a certain point that at the casino, they would play it very late, like 2 a.m. they would play it, and I would be watching. Some of these players would not perform the way that normally all of us would be used to seeing a player just do crazy stuff, just hit home runs, just hit liners, and we're going to go to the next clip over here because I think many of you think this is all about baseball. As a matter of fact, it's not. We got more stuff, but I can tell you, Team USA, I think they have to step it up a little bit, but we're going to go on to this. We're going to show you this over here. Okay, so here we go. We have a little bit of a lineup here for all of you that are watching right now. Yes, I think it's pretty much just the Americans. I can't say officially that it's anybody else. Just the Americans are lacking in their. I think they're not performing as good as other athletes around the world. Right now, this is going to be a chart of 2021, the highest paid athlete in the world of 2021. Number one is Conor McGregor. He was $180 million. That is beyond me. And ever since he got paid, let's just put it this way. Ever since Conor McGregor got paid, I don't think he performed the way that many of us wanted him to perform. Does money really strike a nerve in certain people that are very motivated, very inspired, very much into a goal? Is this what completely affects a person? Is money the reason why, when a certain athlete gets paid, that's it. They don't want to completely play anymore. They just completely don't perform as they used to before they got paid. Can this be officially the thing? Is money a curse? You do have Messi over here. You got $130 million. Now, I can tell you Messi, he's not from America. So we can also say I am talking about mainly the Americans. The Americans that are here, they're here now. Messi, he has a different He has a different mentality. This man was very poor. And also Cristiano Ronaldo, which is number 3. Another man that was very, very poor. I saw a documentary with Cristiano Ronaldo, who we have on number 3. And what I saw was basically a man that I saw a kid that grew up to be, a man that wanted to make money and help out his family, everybody. And that's exactly what Cristiano Ronaldo did. Did his performance start going downhill? I think not. I think all of the performance that I'm talking about is mainly for the Americans. Edgar, hello, Edgar, I see you. Also, we do have Melissa Villanueva. I see you, Melissa Villanueva. But yeah, I think many American athletes, sad to say, but they're losing their oomph. They're losing their like, there we go. Number 4. This is a great example. Number 4, if many of you ladies and gentlemen don't know who this is Dak Prescott, okay? Dak Prescott, he's from the Cowboys. He was a quarterback. I mean, I can say he was a quarterback because I don't see him no more. I basically, I don't see when he's performing well. I only see his own teammates doing his job, and this shouldn't be the case. I think this also happens with YouTubers. I can tell you that I think there's a lot of YouTubers that get very comfortable with their performance on YouTube, and they're okay with being at 800 subscribers. They're okay with being at 1,000 subscribers. A lot of YouTubers are okay with just hitting 20,000 subscribers, and that's it. They just give up. They don't want to do anymore. They just want to keep it easy. I don't think that should be the case. If you want to be ever somebody, I think you want to keep on doing your performance and anything. So we're over here on number 4, Dak Prescott. In 2021, he got $107 million, and I think that was the reason why that he probably didn't perform like he should. LeBron James on number 5, highest paid athlete in 2021, $96 million. Now, I can tell you LeBron James, we're going to talk about LeBron James a little more, but for all of you that don't know, LeBron James has a lot of things. He can quit basketball as of right now. He could completely quit. He has a lot of things. He could do movies. He could do restaurants. Everything that you can think of, he can do. He can literally do right now. He doesn't need basketball. This is another man that, I think LeBron James, there's certain days that I feel in my head, because I kind of understand where he gets at. Some days you don't want to go work. I get it. But if you're a certain athlete, you have to build up to a certain criteria, and you're fucking right there. You never let that go, because if you let that go, hey, one day, just one day, all it takes is one day, that something can happen, and that's it. You're not going to be on the throne anymore. So LeBron James, if you see him there in the screen, number 5, I think he could do a lot better than that. But money, I think for Americans, let me go run through number 6. Number 6 is another very much of a soccer player. Number 7, you got a tennis player. Number 8, you got an F1 driver. Number 9, you got Tom Brady. And then number 10, you have the one and only, the man that probably never going to win another ring again. But we have a couple other people here okay, okay, here we go. So now we're getting to it. 2022, which was last year. Okay, this is where we're going to get a little bit nasty. Okay, for some of you that don't understand, why is it that there's no American here on the top at all? There should always be an American in the top. Obviously, number 1, you have LeBron James. I think number 2 should be another American. Number 3 should be another American. Number 4 should be another American, but that's not the case. How many Americans do we have officially here in the 2022? I'm going to start with Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods is one of them. Harden, 1, 2. You got 3, 4. You got 5. You basically got 5 Americans on the screen, and I think it should be more Americans, but this is the case. I think the case is that a lot of our athletes nowadays, most of them are in their 30s. Most of the ones that are in their prime are in their 30s, and now we're going to start to see a little bit of a transition of the 20-year-olds kind of trying to get into their prime. But do we really have any 20-year-olds or any franchise out there that we can officially say, Jesus Lord, this 20-year-old's going to be something? I don't think there is. And maybe this is why in the future it's going to get worse. I think all the Americans, they see, certain athlete, and they feel that they have to give the money to this athlete to keep them. So what they do is they give them $400 million, and that is a lot of money. That's kind of like telling you, any of you out there in the crowd, look, I'm going to give you a job. But in this job that you're going to get, say you're an engineer, say you're a doctor, I'm going to give you up front $10 million. Are you going to feel the same way if you had $10 million now than you would feel in the future? Because at the end of the day, you already got rewarded your salary all in one check. Is that a feeling that you all in the chat room right now would officially, you would kind of feel like you were, how can I say it? You would feel less motivated to wake up? Would it feel less inspirational for you to have the money up front already? I think for many of us, especially all the ladies in the chat room, all the people all the people that we're going to watch in the future, if you had a YouTube by any chance that you're trying to gun for 1 million subscribers, and the next day, all of a sudden, one video came up, and then all of a sudden, completely took you all the way to the 1 million subscriber mark, and you officially made it to 1 million subscribers. Is that going to change the way that you perform on your channel from how you were yesterday to the future? Is it something that are mentally in our brains for us Americans? I can't officially talk about any other person that's not American because I think most of these athletes, look, Messi hasn't stopped. Cristiano hasn't stopped. Let me go through the list over here, okay? So number 1 from 2022. Let me take a puff out of this. Very nice. Top 10 highest paid athletes in 2022. Number 1, obviously, again, LeBron James. LeBron James is one of the guys that he's made in 2022 $126.9 million. Is that something that he doesn't even have to do anything? He just has to play. He has his team, Los Angeles Lakers. They're doing great. If they lose, it doesn't matter to him because he has other things that he can do. You have number 2 now, Messi. He's getting close to that number 2. 2022, he got $122 million. Number 3, Cristiano Ronaldo, $15 million. These are two different type of guys. These are soccer players. I think soccer players are the hardest working players out of all of them. And if you guys think otherwise, okay, no big deal. But I used to play soccer myself too. To wake up, to have to run, to have to use your legs and do a lot of workouts every day, and to be a certain level in trading with your legs, it is not easy at all. That's why most of these guys, the soccer players in the top 5, which you have number 4, $103 million. Neymar, this guy, I think he's already 30-something. He's getting close to his prime. We do have Canelo Alvarez, the boxer. He's at $89 million. And that's phenomenal for a boxer because the boxing game is dying out. Personally, I think it's dying out. That's why you see a lot of YouTubers out here trying to do something with their career on YouTube and put it onto the field. I think this is something that in the future we're going to see a lot of boxing when we talking about YouTube. We're going to be probably in the future we're going to probably see a lot of other people that jump into the boxing ring. But for right now, it's mainly YouTubers that I'm seeing that are really taking up the purse for another level. We do have number 6. We have Curry, number 6, $86 million. This is an American, obviously. Basketball is one of the top sports and the top paid. Okay, the top paid. It's always been like this. This is why Michael Jordan picked basketball over baseball. I can't officially tell you what more about Michael Jordan, but I can tell you Kevin Durant, number 7, 85 million. Number 8, you got the tennis player, the one and only tennis player, Roger Federer. He's number 8. He has $85 million in 2022. Number 9, you have James Harden, which he's at $76 million. You see what I mean? I think $76 million for a man like that, if you give him less money, I think a man like that would you know what? James Harden, he has talent. I think the problem with James Harden is that he has too much money in his bank, and that's an athlete I can officially say is one of the guys that if you gave him less money, he would really shine. He would really shine. Out of all of these guys over here, one of the guys that I can tell you would probably be Kevin Durant, James Harden. Let me see who else. Canelo, you can't say Canelo if you give him less money. No, Canelo really, he does his job. He does a hell of a job. But for the Americans, LeBron James doesn't have to do really anything. But let's see on the next page here. For all of you wondering, Tiger Woods is at the end. Tiger Woods, if you don't know, obviously he has a lot of sponsorships, and he's the biggest American golf player in the world. Everybody wants to know him. Now, this is old time, okay, ladies and gentlemen? This is old time. We're gonna go down to this. This is literally old time. Let me look at my wristwatch check. Boom. Over here, top 10 highest paid athletes ever of all time. So let me go back to this. For some of you, let me make sure that we talk in the same line. So I hit 2 million views today. I hit it, as a matter of fact, it was yesterday, but I hit 2 million views on YouTube, and for a lot of people, that's huge. For me, I mean, it's just a number. To me, the number that I want to get to is subscriber count, and I do know a lot of people have told me, you know, that I buy subscribers. This is impossible. It's impossible because the reason why it's impossible is because I don't even know how to make a burner account. Okay, so it's very hard to get to a certain subscriber count if I want to, and I want to get at least close to or anywhere close to 10,000. And after that, I'll move on up to 20 G's, 30, 40, 50, and you know, so on, 100K in subscriber count. But I can tell you when it comes to a YouTuber, when a YouTuber does videos, when he does stuff, you know, it's all nice and dandy. The numbers are awesome. Are awesome to see because it shows that we did a good job. It shows that we all did a hell of a job and people like it. But what comes down to it at the end of the day is how you perceive your account, you know, your performance on YouTube. It's how you want to perceive it. At the end of the day, there's a certain goal I want, and I want to be able to entertain a lot of people, bring in the numbers that many of us out here. You've been seeing good numbers on the shorts, but at the end of the day, it just comes down to networking. If you network with different communities, I think it's great. I've been networking with the watch community. I see you, watch community. They're amazing. They keep me entertained. Wristwatch check. I have a wristwatch every day. And also, there is a cigar community, but I have too many communities. Fragrance community. I love the fragrance community. Fragrances are fantastic. I wear fragrance every day. Whiskeys, obviously, I am part of the whiskey community. Everybody usually reaches out to me They usually reach out to me on Instagram. You can't reach out to me here in YouTube. You can't send me a message here. But I do know that, let's go back on topic. I just want to let you guys know, look, when it comes to YouTubers, I think YouTubers, if you do it slowly but surely, you'll get there. You never want to be that YouTuber that all of a sudden goes viral overnight, and all of a sudden you have 1 million subscribers. I think that's probably the worst way to go, because then what are you going to do then? How are you going to perform after that? How are you going to be able to transition to that person that you want to be? I think there's certain steps. But anyways, let's put this back on the screen, ladies and gentlemen. So officially, Number one, we have $2.6 billion. Okay, Michael Jordan, number one. You got Tiger Woods, $2.1 billion. Now, these are two athletes that I can tell you, hey, there's no denying. These guys are from the time that I remember them in the 90s. In the 90s, they did a lot of hell of a work in the 90s, these guys. And now it shows because they invested in a lot of different opportunities. Number three, you have Arnold Palmer over here. Number three, $1.5 billion. You have Jack Nicklaus, $1.3 billion. Number four. And then number five, the one and only Cristiano Ronaldo. Now, Cristiano Ronaldo is one of these guys that I have never seen him ever just, if he has fun, he has fun with his family. He doesn't have fun with, some of the, James Harden that you saw and the other. James Harden has fun with his friends. He doesn't care about the sports sometimes. I think some Americans, I think they're getting paid way too much money to really perform how they're supposed to. And I think that's a crucial step to knowing that person. But at the end of the day, I can't say anything. It comes to, I guess, the franchise. It comes to whoever wants to give them money. You also have number six, Floyd Mayweather. I can tell you, Floyd Mayweather, he is the biggest and probably the best undefeated record American. I can tell you that with Floyd Mayweather, he does work out almost every day. The man, literally, I don't know how he does it, but he picks the perfect people to go up against to fight, because he knows for a fact, if he's not feeling it, if he knows that he doesn't want to fight a person, he doesn't do it. And I think his last huge paycheck was with one of the UFC fighters, MMA fighters, and he made a lot of money, Floyd Mayweather. You also have LeBron James over here, $1.17 billion. Man, I don't even know. If I was LeBron James, I would quit already. I would retire by next year. But I think his plan, LeBron James's plan, is to be able to play with his son. I think that's the big thing with LeBron James. I have a feeling that's what he wants to do. And I can tell you, if any of you did not see, if you didn't see the documentary on Netflix, it's called Redeem Team on Netflix. It's an amazing documentary. I think it's a movie documentary. It's with LeBron James and a lot of other USA players from the USA basketball team that went to the Olympics. I would really recommend you to watch that. If you haven't watched that, go watch it tonight. It is on Netflix, and you'll see LeBron James. You'll see Kobe Bryant. You'll be seeing a couple more people, Chris Paul, Carmelo Anthony. You'll see a lot of American NBA players that are in that show. I think it's a show or it's a documentary, but it's called Redeem Team. It's the U.S. Olympic team, which I think it did show that, a lot of players should recognize that they're Americans, and we should always strive to be the best players in the world. Number 8 is Lionel Messi. Number 8, 1.14 billion. 1.14 billion. Now Messi's not an American. So his mindset is a lot different. You have number 9 over here, Michael Schumer, 1.3 billion, huge. And then you have the tennis player, Michael Schumacher. You have the tennis player, number 10, Roger Federer. Roger Federer, if many of you don't know in the watch community, I think you all know in the watch community, but he's one of the only ones that I know that is sponsored by Rolex. And Roger Federer, I remember one of his trainers that he spoke to me, and I think if I remember clearly, he spoke to me. He told me that he had this man, Roger Federer. He had a tennis place. Not a tennis place, but in Dubai, he had a house, and the tennis court apparently in his house was in the sky. And when I heard that, I said, hey, I believe it. I believe it. Roger Federer is just a hell of a man, and top athletes. Okay, I can't even tell you more about these guys. So now here is where it comes down to. Here is where it comes down to everything. Okay, when you're seeing this, you see the picture that I'm seeing. Okay, now you see a couple Americans there. Have you seen these Americans not performing recently? I think many of you already seen the prime of Trout. You've seen the prime of the baseball player Trout, LeBron James. You have over there Serena Williams. You also have Tom Brady. I think he's past his prime already. I think, whatever it is, whatever money you give the man, it's just that's it. He's done. He already completely performed, did what he needed to do. You have Curry there. You have Michael Phelps there. You have a lot of Americans here on the screen. So what does it mean to have a stream and talk about this? As an American, is it something that you should not say? No, I think what I should say officially is that I think most definitely if you would have paid some of these guys less money at the time being to get their long contracts, I think maybe, just maybe, they would have performed a little bit different. I think the only guy that I know that I have seen, play completely just, how can I say, from amazing to damn, to all of a sudden, boom, Dwayne Wade. He was one of the players in the basketball NBA Miami. He was one of the players that I remember. He just blossomed, and then he didn't get paid accordingly. And then after that, he just went downhill, and then he got injured, and then he did pretty good after that. But I can tell you, I think what happens to some of these American athletes is that they get paid too much. And I think many of us, I don't think many of us would be used to getting paid $200 million or $120 million. I think that would be insane. Terry Smiles, I see you, Terry Smiles. Also, the Squirrel, I see you, Squirrel. But yeah, it does come down to that. It really comes down to our American athletes. Is the future going to be an amazing, amazing future? Because as you see, Tom Brady, I don't think Tom Brady is ever going to be the prime Tom Brady that he used to be. I think now the money that he's not getting is not motivating him. And obviously he's a little bit older already. But LeBron James, I think he's very strong. He's very maneuverable. He can do a lot of things. He's still in his prime, I think, LeBron James. If you paid this man more, would it help? I don't think so. If you paid LeBron James more money than he's used to, I think it would be the same, because he has so much money. And at the end of the day, LeBron James, he has succeeded. He has done everything he wanted to do. He has won a gold in the Olympics. He has literally won a bunch of rings, championship rings. He's made so much money. He's made movies. He's probably drank every wine that I'm probably never going to drink. This man is a man that has achieved a lot of things already. What more does the man have? There's almost nothing more. You can pay this guy. You can offer this guy $500 million. Will he perform? I don't think so. I think I don't think so, man. I think most of these athletes are just, that's it. It's over. Trout, I can say Trout. I think I was watching him. Was it a couple of days? I don't remember when I was watching. Wasn't the same baseball player that I'm used to seeing. And you're paying these guys so much money. Michael Phelps. Well, Michael Phelps is a different story. That's a different animal. But you see Curry. Curry does a hell of a job. Serena Williams. Well, she's getting a little bit older, but most of the times, as you see on the screen, the ones that really do a hell of a job are the ones that aren't Americans. And it's crazy to say, but we do have one of the guys over here, Novak, the tennis player. He is literally one of the guys that I can say, just, hey, there's no need to pay him a lot of money. The man is just an amazing guy. If you pay the man a lot of money, I don't think he would do anything. Like, he wouldn't be able to perform like he does now. So here we go. We're going to go to this screen over here. Now, you guys are probably wondering, Jesus Lord, for God's sakes, this is like, I don't know how many streams don't talk about whiskey. Well, guess what? I talked about whiskey not long ago. You can go rewatch most of the streams that I showed you guys, the whiskey auctions. And you guys, I think most of you guys enjoyed it. But this is for your entertainment and for the men out there. They have to realize that sometimes if you're complaining about certain money that you're not getting, if you're complaining to your boss that you're not getting a certain salary boost, or maybe you're complaining about money in general, I think sometimes it's good not to be able to get the money at that moment. I think if you build up to whatever it is you want to get to, I think that is the best way. I think many of us out here in the chat room, I don't think you guys understand what it is to be competitive. To be competitive, you're going to have that mentality before you go to sleep and after you go to sleep. After you sleep, after you wake up, you're going to have the mentality that you have to win. And if you don't win, you're going to go to sleep bad. You're going to go to sleep waking up wanting to win. And it's just what it is. Some of these athletes have that feeling. And I can say that I think Kobe Bryant, I don't think I had Kobe Bryant on the screen, but he's one of the guys that I think he did an amazing. I don't know why I didn't find a picture with Kobe Bryant, but I can tell you Muhammad Ali. Okay, that man didn't care about nothing but the win. And I think Muhammad Ali, when I met Muhammad Ali, I thought he was genuine. He was humble. He was everything that a guy would want to be around. Charismatic, always smiling. Muhammad Ali, he would always be smiling. He would make jokes. He would want to be the center of attention. He would really enjoy the fact that people are watching him. And I think this is a huge thing for people on YouTube and entertainers, and a huge thing for athletes. That people are watching you now. You feel the need. You just get a certain rush in you. This sometimes happens to me too when I'm playing poker. I do know there's a lot of people watching me, and I just get a boost of energy. I don't know what it is, but I do know that for athletes, it happens to a lot of athletes. But over here, if you don't see over here, let me see a little bit closer. Tom Brady, I think he gets that same feeling. But we also have Wayne Gretzky at the end, hockey player, the man, legend Wayne Gretzky. And that man, he wasn't paid like some of these other players would. He was paid a certain way, and look what happened. He was the best hockey player to ever hit the ice. Okay, so if it comes down to that, I think money does really deter a lot of these future players, not these players that you see on the screen, because these players are all time the greatest. But I could say for the players that are coming up in most of the leagues and most of the players that we're going to see in the future, I think it does deter a lot of people from performing to their high status. If you give them a certain amount of money, hey, there ain't no way some of these guys are going to be performing like they would if you didn't give them. Now, I'm going to give you another example here. Okay, it's horrible to say this example, but I'm going to have to say it. Okay, these guys over here, if you don't see them already, these are football players that I think they could be a lot better than they're playing. I think out of all of them, number 99, he's playing a hell of a job in defense. Hell of a job, okay, 99. But I can tell you all these other guys, so much money these guys are getting paid. Okay, so much money that's going to their bank account. And these are basically, well, not all of them, but we have, I think this guy's going to retire in a little bit, Russell Wilson. But most of I'm just giving you a good example. Most of these American guys are so used to getting paid money that once they get the money, they just don't perform the same. And I think it goes with anything. I think it goes with any sport out there. I'm just pointing out with these guys because you know what? I can see these guys playing a lot better than they actually have been playing. Let's see the next slide and see if we have anything different. Yeah, these guys, look, they could be doing so much better. These guys, man, I can say that. But you know what? Out of everybody, I can say the guy to the left. For all of you guys, gentlemen out there that do know about sports, the guy to the left, Joe Burrow. I think he's one of the guys that has that energy in him. That he wants to win forever and ever. He wants to be the next biggest quarterback in the world, and I think he can achieve it just because they haven't given him the money. That status money, and there's certain athletes out there that they get the money and then they just put it aside, they forget about it because they want to get a certain trophy. But why am I doing this stream again? Look, I think many of you, throughout your life, you might not be an athlete. Okay, you might not ever be an athlete, but it comes to the point that I think some of us, we take for granted what we have. Most of us Americans, I'm not going to say everybody around the world, but most of us Americans, we take advantage. We take it for granted. Some of the things and the opportunities that we have currently, and I think most of us Americans, we deny it. I think I'm one of these guys too. I think every day I try to not take it for granted, but I do know that I was able to buy a bunch of groceries. I was able to do a lot of things that a lot of other people aren't able to do. I have a lot of free time. Free time is very, very good. I haven't been busy today, so it's very good. But I don't know how to say it. This stream was dedicated really to the 2 million views of you guys. All of you guys are the reason why that I got to 2 million views. If it wasn't for you guys, I don't even know where I would be on YouTube. I can tell you, you guys are the reason why I'm on YouTube still. You guys are the reason why I'm giving this, I'm giving this all. I'm trying to give this the best I can with anything that I try to do in the future. You guys are the reason. Okay, I got 2 million views. It's not nothing, yes. To me, I think to me, a lot of people see that and they see, shit, this guy, 2 million views. Jesus Christ, this is amazing. But at the end of the day, it's you guys. You guys are the reason. You rewatch some of my videos. You enjoy all the videos that I put out there. Everything that I put, the food, the whiskey, everything, you enjoy it. You click the likes, and I hope that you guys click the like on this video to the stream, because people are going to rewatch this tomorrow. The whiskey of the day is going to be this one. I'm going to be drinking this more soon, but right now I decided to do the stream. Look, this is what I'm going to be drinking today. Stag Junior. And as for all of you want to know which one it is, 131.1 proof. Very, very good. I do tell you, try it out if you can for the meantime, and then drop a little bit of water if you need to. Never drop ice in this bad boy because you would ruin it completely. But we can go back to this picture over here. Look, I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. It's something for us to really understand that the times are changing. The powers are changing. Everything, money's changing. Everything's really changing. The stock market is changing. Have you seen the stock market? I think it's going to go throughout this year. It's going to go a little bit more south. But the stock market, the banks are all going to be changing. There's a lot of things that are going to be changing in the next decade. I think we're getting into the new decade already. I think this is probably the year that I've seen a lot of change in everything. I've seen it at the mall. I've seen it online buying of merchandise. I think I went through a neighborhood recently. Oh, by the way, before I even say anything, look, these are the guys over here. These are the guys that you can give them no money. Okay, I'm gonna end the stream. I'm not gonna end the stream, but I'm gonna end this topic of the day here. Okay, these are men that are true alphas. These are competitive, the most top tier of all top tier athletes in the world. These are men that don't give a damn about money. Okay, these are guys that all they care about is the gold. They care about the trophy, and I think we've lost a lot of that in America. Not all of these guys are Americans, but I do know Michael Jordan. He was always about it. He was always about focusing his mind on the trophy. He didn't care too much about, he cared about the money, but more than anything, he cared about the numbers. He cared about getting first. He cared about the gold. He cared about gold. He cared about, winning, getting the W. And I think, it's sad to say that every sport that I'm watching, lately. This year, it hasn't been anything but it hasn't been excellent. It has been kind of like, how can I say? It's been like we're transitioning into the newer players, the 20-year-olds that are eventually going to turn 30. It's just a different experience now that I'm seeing it. But I think many of you have already noticed some of these sports aren't the same like they used to be. But I think we're going to see more of that very soon. But yeah, I think we're going to start transitioning completely everything. I think many of you heard me already speak about AI. You've heard me speak about crypto. Many of you have, I think, even seen me talk about crypto on this show. As a matter of fact, I don't know if I should show the crypto. Let me see if it's on here. Yes, I do have the crypto on here. Let me show you the crypto, because we were also talking about that recently. I think it was a couple of weeks ago I was talking about that. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put this on the screen for all of you to see. I do know that you guys saw me recently speak about this a couple of weeks ago. Let me see the charts over here. This is Bitcoin, and as you know, I have not moved the line. That line is the line that needs to be broken. Bitcoin has to stay above that, which is at 25.5. If it stays above that, I think we'll be golden with crypto. But it has to end the day above that. But I don't want to talk too much about crypto. Let me put myself back on. I just want you guys to be entertained. And for all of you that rewatch this stream tomorrow, I really hope you got a little bit of something out of it. You know, if you see your daughter, your son, whoever it is, maybe your nephew, whatever it is, whoever it is, if you see them, try to help them out, motivate it, inspire them. Because some of these kids right now, they're just so in tuned in technology. And there was a point that I don't know where I heard it, but it was something that I heard many moons ago. Technology is going to ruin it for a lot of us. It's going to ruin the planet completely. And I think it can start easily in the United States. All the kids have TikTok. They have all these apps. They have a lot of stuff on their phone that they can just play with. And the motivation just decreases. The motivation to be inspired to do something out in the field or in the courts. There's a lot of kids that now they don't want to do anything but online stuff and do careers all revolving around maybe a certain company. There's a lot of people that strive to be animators, how is it, engineers, a lot of people into the IT, computer, tech stuff. A lot of people that are really into that stuff. Nowadays, the new generation that's coming up, they completely don't care about sports. There's very few of them that do, but we haven't seen a blossoming athlete out there in the world that we can say, holy shit, this kid is just insane. I don't think we've seen that in a long time. It's been a while since we said, oh, freaking hell, who's this athlete? It's been a long, long time. And I think maybe, just maybe, we might be going into a new era in maybe having new leagues. I have no idea. But I can tell you, I think hopefully all of you can inspire somebody. Talk about it with your friends tomorrow at work, or maybe even, if you have a son or a kid, try to inspire him into getting into sports. We need a lot of athletes to bring back the gold. When Team USA eventually goes to the Olympics. It's much of a status thing knowing that you have top athletes in your country. And little by little, I think throughout the years that are going by, we're losing a lot of that here in America. And it's pretty sad. It's pretty goddamn sad. But I can say that we all have sports on TV. Thankfully, we have hockey, we have basketball. Right now, we have baseball. Thankfully, we have something on TV. But there's going to be a point in time that we're not going to have none of that. We're going to have football. We're going to have it just seasonal things. But gentlemen, I hope you all really enjoyed the show today. I hope you were all a little bit more inspired somehow by learning that maybe money is what drives you. You know, maybe if you put the whole money factor aside and you stick to, you know, whatever it is your end goal is in life or in general. If you're an athlete out there watching this, you know, maybe you're a 20-year-old that, you know, you play sports and you think money is the biggest thing. You know, money is huge. It's a huge feat to get a huge check. But what's better? What's better is to have a trophy, to have your name all over the walls, to have, you know, the icon, maybe a franchise built around you. Everybody knows you as that one icon. You know, just like Michael Jordan, he has a jump mat, and you know, he built his whole life around the way he played. He knew that the money was going to come, but he wanted to be number one. And competitive nature here in America has really gone downhill. But hopefully in the future, I hope I am wrong, but I hope all of you enjoyed this stream. I'm going to end the stream now. I want to go around the room before I end the stream. I'm probably going to click the time slot officially at 4 o'clock or 4:30 because I do know the sun is when it goes down. So I think I'm going to switch up to that. So for all of you wondering, I'm probably going to either do that or 2:30. We're going to see tomorrow. But I hope you all really enjoyed it. For all of you that were here, Daneem, a couple other people, thank you all for being here. I really appreciate you. And Edgar, I see you, Edgar. I see you, man. Everybody that has been here and has enjoyed the stream, hopefully you can rewatch it later tomorrow if you didn't see the whole stream. And I just want to give you guys positive thoughts. And at the end, I always say this one thing: positivity is contagious. If you can give somebody positivity around the world, it doesn't matter where you're at. You could be in a different country. If you give some positivity, you know, it can help them out. It could change their day. It can change the vibe in somebody. I see you guys, and I really do appreciate you guys. Hopefully you did enjoy the show, but yeah, I'm gonna have to get a time slot. And positivity is just amazing. Say something nice to somebody out there. It doesn't matter if, you know, it's just the lightest thing. You know, you smell great, your nails look amazing, your eyes look awesome, your hair looks amazing. Have a great day. You know, something positive to give light to somebody. It would help out. And also, I will say another thing. I always say this too: put 1 hour away in your day. It doesn't matter where you are around the world. If you are very busy, I will tell you the same thing. Put 1 hour, at least 50 minutes away for yourself. It does help out a lot, and it helps you de-stress. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all enjoy the show, and I'll see you tomorrow on the next show. I don't know what topic I'm going to have tomorrow, but I can tell you, if you haven't followed Watch Nicholas, if you haven't followed JJ's Hangout, go follow JJ's Hangout. If you're into watches, wrist watches, and RC Luxury, go follow him. He knows a lot about wrist watches, movements and stuff. I am enjoying myself over there. I'm learning a lot, and I hope you all really enjoy all those streams. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. I'll see you all tomorrow. And for all of you that have been here, I see you, Edgar, and I see you, Terry Don, and I see you, Terry Smiles. I see you, Melissa. You know, I think for us Americans, man, hey, don't forget that you're American. And Rizzle D, I see you, baby. I'll see you all tomorrow on the next one. See you.